MuslimDalith celebrates Sankranti, Dalit, Muslim, Christian, and Adivasi, and Dindar Anjuman Hyderabad. Invite all for kite flying. Dindar Anjuman after the 3 days 9, 10, 11 January 2025 International Interreligious Conference on bringing communities together. All the above on the same purpose as above, invite all on culmination of 300 years of like third century of.
And it is to acknowledge him as the most secular ruler of Hyderabad, Deccan, when numerous accounts of British railway heads, scientific man Sir Vishweshwar, to world-renowned, multifaceted Indian Sarojini Naidu. She's also called the Nightingale of India. And it's in the various written accounts, they celebrate the sixth Nizam Mahbub Ali Khan as the most secular ruler of South India. We can say Hyderabad Deccan. It was called Hyderabad Deccan. So I've been having this Holi now without an interruption for the last I think 45 years. Like I told you, initially my parents used to pay, and after I grew up I started hosting it, and now I do it as an exercise to integrate people. I've got a doctorate in community bridging, but I don't use the word doctor because then it becomes too serious. I want people to playfully meet and get to understand each other and have fondness for each other, grow a fondness, and it's required nowadays because of all the kind of tensions created between communities by some vested interests. So there's a purpose for it now, and I'm very proud of that purpose. That's one of the things I pursue most. And elected as the 9th Nizam of the Asifjai dynasty. Dynasty is just the family, royal family. It's my job to integrate them into India also and stop them from thinking they're from a ruling family. And now, because we are all citizens under India and India is democratic, they have democratically chosen me as the Nizam, and it's my job to make them integrate with the rest of the society which follows democratic norms. And anyway, in Islam, the only recommended norm, if there's no war and no takeover by force, the only norm which Islam suggests is something called ijma. Ijma is nothing but consensus, and it was started from the time of the very first prophet. When he passed away, his father-in-law Abu Bakr Siddiqui, he was selected by consensus. So I want to continue that, the teachings of Islam and inculcate them as a habit in the royal family, and where they democratically do things instead of fighting with each other and fight for their own rights together as one group. And they've chosen me as a head to lead them against encroachments, many things, and they have a lot of land and estate. Nizam was the richest man in the world, and the kingdom was 90,000 square miles bigger than most countries, extending from Karnataka to Maharashtra. Aurangabad was the capital then. In Karnataka, Bidar was the capital. So I want them to kind of, there are a lot of lands which are encroached upon and all that. I need to get everybody together to fight for their rights and stand on their own feet and get a feel of the reality, which is democratic now. And that's why I have all these festivals and all that, and I'm also involving all the people. In fact, they involved me. And one of the organizations is Dindar Anjuman, who did a 3-day event on integration of different faiths, and that happened on 11th, 10th and 11th. So I told them to join me on the 13th. And 11th and 13th, there was a date in the middle, like 12th. And in that, there's another community of the Dalit community, which was it was called Dalit, Muslim, Christian and Adivasis. It's called DJAC. JAC is nothing but Joint Action Committee. And they had an event on the 12th, coinciding with DLit. DLit is Doctor of Literature by when he got it in 1953 by B.R. Ambedkar, which was given to him by the Nizam of Hyderabad, who gave him a scholarship as well as the degree in 1953 through Usmania University. So that was a Muslim ruler trying to do good for the Dalits. So the Dalits wanted people to know about it, to dispel the lies about that the Muslims didn't get along with the Dalits. So they had the event on the 12th, which was just yesterday. Yeah. So the 3-day event on 11th, 10th and 11th was by the Muslims. 12th was by the community of Dalits. And today we are all together, and we are doing it together as a invitation to all communities to get together and play and have fun and learn to love each other, learn to understand each other, instead of having misunderstandings and differences between each other. So that's the purpose. I've been doing it for a long time, and that's one of the main purposes of my life. If I have something which is called a purpose, that's my purpose, and I hope to continue to do it again. And we are at my estate on road number 25, Jubilee Hills. This is also called Bhoot Bangla. I try to call it high because it's called the highest point in Hyderabad. I built a hill behind you. You can scan it. This is the highest point in Hyderabad today. So HIGH is the name of the place, which is an abbreviation for highest in Greater Hyderabad. Otherwise, the film people call it Bhoot Bangla because people take it for movies. It's called like the biggest movies like Rangasthalam and all that. They were made here because Rangasthalam required 18 acres of space. And we have that kind of space here because all of the studios and all that, they don't have this place to make a complete studio or complete small town or something. They can only do bits at a time. So we have the biggest facility for making movies and erecting sets out here. So this is the same site, and also there's a cricket arrangement here where they teach cricket at Daniels, and now we are trying to teach football, and this is one of the grounds I can have for polo, and because all polo grounds are playing arena polo, which is the size of a football field, which is very small. It's like playing carom boards and calling it billiards. So I want to give you a real taste of polo ground, which in Hyderabad will be very unusual because except for the army, I don't think anybody else has a polo ground. And my great grandfather.
To learn, and it was successful. And we thank.
So in the evening we'll have a band. The band is here now. They'll take a break and they come back in the evening, and then people can enjoy themselves in the evening.
Also. So this was a fabulous thing that should happen, and people should learn out of it how to live together. This is so the endeavor of us to get people closer to us with the same subject. Like we celebrate Diwali, we celebrate Holi. Sir, I've been celebrating Holi since 50 years. So this will be annual every year. This is the first of its kind, and every year we'll be celebrating Sankranti together here.
It's not the first in kind, is like with different group.
Different groups.
Otherwise, I've been doing it for 50 years on my own.
Great, sir, great. Sir. That's absolutely fine. We thoroughly enjoyed, and those people who are here also enjoyed. And thank you, media, for extending our thoughts. And hope to see you again. Thank you so much.